The Port of Corpus Christi met today and spent the bulk of their time in executive session talking about the appointment of a new CEO.
They were initially looking at 5 candidates for the job, including the current interim CEO, Kent Britton. Following today's interviews, they have decided to meet with 4 candidates in person.
Now, we want to go on and tell you that while a decision is still a ways off, commissioners were met today with calls to change the way that they're going about selecting that person. Before commissioners went behind closed doors, a handful of people stood up to ask them for more say in the process.
You need an attitude adjustment that involves inclusion and transparency and engagement with us and our local elected officials.
Several of the people who spoke during the public comment section of the meeting referred to a letter sent to Port commissioners and signed by the 12 mayors of the Coastal Bend Mayors Coalition. That includes the mayor of Corpus Christi. The letter says that a lack of transparency by the port has resulted in a lack of trust and confidence by the community. Among other things, it calls for an independent search committee to be used to make recommendations on a CEO to port commissioners. It also asks for a time for public input through various forums and town hall meetings, as well as an interview and evaluation process that includes time for the public to meet the candidates. We asked Commissioner Diane Gonzalez about the letter and whether there needs to be more openness in the hiring of a new leader for the port.
The Port of Corpus Christi is a public agency. We must respond to our elected officials, and I again today will be asking the full commission to consider a public process immediately.
When we asked Chairman Charlie Zahn about the letter, he had this to say.
And that letter came after the application period had closed. And so I would tell you there were, I believe, 7 items on that letter from the mayors. We specifically addressed 6 of them. The 7th one, to have a community group come in and tell me how to do my job, was not going to be acceptable.
As for now, the search for a new CEO continues. You can find that letter on our website. The Coalition of Mayors says they are ready to collaborate with the port and believe that by doing so, it will add a measure of credibility and legitimacy to this hiring. Well, another day